Jonathan, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Well, a great deal to try and digest in this particular report. Lots of percentages, lots of facts, lots of figures. Just an overall, a general view, reaction to this survey and what you've heard from Phil Wilson.
Well, you described it as a poll as though it had any scientific meaning. The problem is that if you just email a few questions to a few businesses, then the responses that you get back are going to be astonishingly skewed. Any proper opinion poll that's done has proper balance built in. It's done in such a way as to make sure that you've got a complete representative sample of different businesses of different sizes. You know, all of the things that are done by a professional company. If you or I or someone else just emails a few people and gets a response back, then the results are absolutely statistically meaningless. I'm not here to in any way new.
I'm not here to defend Phil Wilson on this particular survey by any means. However, we're going to balance. I understand it. Phil Wilson did take advice from the Chamber of Commerce with regard to this particular survey, this particular campaign that he's looking to get the response, and has got the response from businesses too. So a bit of effort has been put into it, surely.
Well, I'm sure he's put effort into doing it, but it's not a professionally, properly conducted poll in any way. You know, I mean, my background before going into politics was in maths. I'm a master of mathematics. I taught maths before getting involved, and and one of the things that you look for in anything is to ensure that any survey that's been undertaken has lots of features in it to ensure balance, and I've seen what's come from. There's absolutely nothing. I mean,
does it not add to the debate in any shape or form? Does it not add to the debate?
Only in the sense, I mean, I've seen opinion polls, so-called polls, surveys on newspaper websites or things like that, where before the election people were suggesting that 65-70% of people were going to vote for my party. I never believed that. It was a complete load of nonsense to suggest that. No one took it seriously. What's concerning here is that you've got a self-selecting survey like that, which is considered to be in some way valid.
Just last point, if I could, Jonathan, bear in mind time. Is the harsh reality of all of this that many people might not like being part of the European Union, but they're too scared to leave it? I mean, and if that is the case, is that a problem for UKIP and other Eurosceptics?
Well, there's a question. And certainly we've heard the Labour Party scaremonger on this issue, and the Liberal Democrats scaremonger on this issue year in, year out, where they've said that somehow, if we were to leave the European Union, they've suggested that trade would be at risk. Yet trade is guaranteed by treaty, yet trade is guaranteed by World Trade Organization rules. Trade is guaranteed in so many ways, and it's in the EU's best interest to continue trading with us. So, yes, if there are businesses out there that are scared, they're scared precisely because the Labour Party and the Lib Dems have hammered home that message year in, year out, and that message certainly needs to be challenged. What about talking about the future that we would have outside the European Union, that we would actually have the power to negotiate our own free trade deals for ourselves?
John, I'm sure we'll come back to that. I'm sure we will come back to it. We've run out of time, unfortunately. Thank you. Jonathan Arnott, UKIP MEP for the North East.